115,000 staff walking out in a row over pay. The strikes will disrupt the delivery of packages and letters, but post office branches will remain open. And further strikes are planned by Royal Mail workers in September. Now, our North West reporter, Sophie Reaper, is live from Warrington. Sophie, 115,000 workers. That's a big old strike.
It is indeed, and today is the second of only 4 planned strike days for the Royal Mail. The first was last Friday, now we have today, and then there are a further 2 scheduled for the 8th and 9th of September. Of course, Royal Mail have already issued an apology for any inconvenience this is going to be causing. They've said Royal Mail has well-developed contingency plans, but they cannot fully replace the daily efforts of its frontline workforce. We'll be doing what we can to keep services running, but customers should expect significant disruption. Now, as you said, there's around 115,000 workers striking up and down the UK today, and that was the decision of the workers themselves. In fact, it was a 97.6 majority who voted for strike action. A little bit earlier, I asked the Union General Secretary, Dave Ward, why it is that staff have chosen to strike.
Brought the whole of our union together today. It's all the same issues in terms of fighting for higher pay. In terms of Royal Mail, our members are completely disgusted with the hypocrisy, the greed that they're seeing from the leadership of the company. They've lost complete confidence in the leadership of the company, and that's because the company posted profits just back in April of £758 million. They gave away those postal workers made those profits, but they decided to give away over £400 million to shareholders. Most of that money goes out of the UK. And then at the same time as the CEO and the chief financial officer of the company were receiving £1 million bonuses for hitting all of their financial targets, they chose to impose, not negotiate, a 2% increase on postal workers. So that's why our members have voted in such massive numbers. I mean, this was on a 77% turnout. These are record-breaking strike numbers. And I think it reflects the fact that there was a time when postal workers were proud to work for Royal Mail, but they feel that the people at the top of this company are running the company into the ground.
Well, that's one side of the story, but Royal Mail CEO Simon Thompson says something different. He says since the Royal Mail privatised, they've paid out £4.8 billion in pay rises. He also says the reality is Royal Mail loses up to £1 million every day as they try to modernise in order to keep up with their competitors. Now, so far, workers have been offered a 2% pay rise, which would be backdated to April, as well as a 3.5% increase in equivalent benefits. But the union argue that staff should be getting a pay rise in line with inflation rising. However, they also say that this is as a result of how they have been treated throughout the pandemic.